In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey! Welcome to another video. No, I'm not quitting YouTube. I think you all knew that. So, oh shit, can't even see what I'm doing. I'm not, giving up on trying again, but I'm off the wagon right now, so it is what it is. Like I said in my community post, when I'm doing bad, you're gonna see binges. When I'm doing well, you're gonna see that. And, you know, I'm reached out, I'm getting help, so that's all I can do. Right now, just want you to eat with me. And, yeah, so that's it. And I will be leaving comments on, like I said, I'm just going to pretty much ignore most of the comments. And, yeah, for those of you who are Foodie Beauty fans, thank you for leaving your kind comments. That's all I can do. Just like me, I have to take the good with the bad and whatever. So, you know, it does just get too much sometimes, which is why I was like, you know what, screw this. It's not worth it, but it is worth it. Be debate. And I do want to try again eventually at eating plant-based.
Eating plant-based.
I'm going to try as many times as it takes. So I'm dipping them in like a spicy mustard. I didn't ask for deep fried pickles. They gave me some. I asked for a side of pickles, like normal pickles. I guess they figured deep fried pickles. And I got an Italian poutine. I'll show you what that's like in a minute. There's no dip for the pickles, so I'm not really too eager to eat them. So I may not. Did you hear that? Sometimes our toilet backs up for like no reason. So I just wanted to say, there's an event going on tonight. On Zachary Michael's channel called AmberCon. They did one last year. They talked a lot of shit about me too. But it's basically all of the people who talk about her for a living getting together and ganging up and talking about her, and probably me too. I hope they talk well about her, because she doesn't deserve, like, she's trying. She's got a lot of issues like I have, and that's why I got her back, because I know we had our thing in the past, but we do talk a lot now, and we've become good friends.
But we do talk a lot now, and we've become good friends.
And I don't think she deserves the hate that she gets. And I think that it's gross. And I think that the whole AmberCon, making a whole event for over 1,000 people to watch and just like bully her is just really gross. And you can say it's not bullying, but even just making an event about somebody, it does, I can tell you, it bothers her. And it could derail her progress. So why do it? You know what I mean? Like, why do that when she's trying? If you're going to talk about her, talk good about her. And, you know, last AmberCon, somebody made a comment that, well, you eat in your car for a living. Yeah, well, you can't talk because you talk shit about other people every single video for your living. So I'd rather eat pizza in my car. I just wanted to put my 2 cents out on that. I know that all the trolls and haters are going to flock over here and leave their 2 cents on it as well. I don't care. That's my opinion, and it will always be my opinion. Amber Lynn is just another person going through a really tough time, trying to find her way. Let's try this. Not bad. I want my poutine. So this is what we call an Italian poutine. It's a poutine. It's not poutine, people. You English people say that it's poutine. No. The French way is poutine, okay? It has like a meat sauce with curds and French fries. And I'm going to put some of this Clubhouse seasoning on it. See how that tastes. So I'm going to tell you a story time. Okay? And then, yeah, that's enough of the drama for me, because, yeah. But I want to tell you a story time about... It's an embarrassing fart story, so get ready. Anyway. This was about the time when I had just broken up with Pete, and we were separating, and I was like kind of in my going out and being a hoe stage. So I didn't meet BB yet. This was before meeting BB. Right before meeting BB. I know this has a bit of salt in it, but it's really good. So this guy, so I was going out to this club that's not even in my hometown. Bars open and close like every other week. Okay, so this was like at a strip club turned into like a dance club, and I remember the song that was playing. It was that S&M song by Rihanna, you know, the S-S-S-N-M-M-M, that one. So I remember going in and looking up on the dance floor, which was like, yeah, they had like an elevated dance floor. And there was this really beautiful man, dark skin. He was with like a bunch of girls. And I was like, oh, I really want to talk to him. I wonder if he's with somebody. So I'm on the dance floor. I'm dancing like closer to him. You know how you kind of like do that? Just like try to get closer and closer.
Okay, one more time. So then...
Finally, I got his attention and he was like, how are you doing? You know, he's really kind of a quiet kind of guy. So we started talking and found out that he was with a girl, but not really. Like, it wasn't his girlfriend or anything. It was her birthday and she had invited him along, probably hoping to hook up with him or something. And she was jealous because she would keep coming around and being like, who's this? You know, she was like really loud and boisterous and would like dance on him and stuff. So I was like, I don't know. I got the feeling that he was into me, and it turned out he was from Ottawa. He worked at like a car dealership and he had his own place in Ottawa. So eventually I got to the point where we kind of started making out, like kissing, and the girl was so mad. But anyway, I got his number, he got my number, and I was like, do you want to go out to the car and talk, you know? He was like, okay. I'm going to try to calm her down, because it was her birthday. I mean, kind of a crappy move on my part, but I mean, technically they weren't together, you know? He was just like kind of a friend tagging along, but she probably had hopes, you know? And maybe he wasn't interested in her that way, you know? Where's the guy who was counting how many times I said you know? I say it a lot in this video. So anywho, so I'm like, okay, he was going to calm her down. I was going to go wait in the car for him. Because if he told her he was sneaking out or whatever, she may well have punched me in the face. So I go to my car. I wasn't drinking because I had my car. So I wasn't drinking that night. But go out to my car and wait for him. And I was like, I had to fart really bad. Like, really bad. And I was like, oh my God, you know? I didn't even have the thought, step out of your car and fart. And it was pretty cold. It was winter, so all my windows were rolled up. And I had the car running. And I'm like, I could sneak, you know. I have an air freshener in my car. The Febreze ones. They work pretty well. I could sneak a fart. It probably won't even smell that bad. And it will be dissipated by the time he gets in here. Well, I should have cracked a window because I let it go. And it smelled bad. Really bad. Of course, Murphy's Law, right? It was like one of those really bad eggy ones that linger. They like cling to you and don't let go. So anyway, then, of course, I'm sitting there. The door opens. The passenger door opens. Oh my God. I'm like, oh no, it still smells in here. And the heater made things worse. I wasn't ready for that one. So he gets in, sits down, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I wonder what's going to happen. I'm watching his face closely. Sure enough, his face was just kind of like, he looked a bit disgusted, but then he probably realized in his head, like, okay, I better not say anything, and I don't know. So I was like, so I tried to, like, I'm like, oh, I know my car kind of smells. I think there's like an old, like, I don't know, there might be like an old sandwich somewhere in the car for my lunch or something. Anyway, it didn't deter him because we started a affair of sorts. I guess it was the kind of hookup where it's like, go to his house. It's like the no kissing kind of hookup, so it really was meaningless. So when I met BB, it was romantic and there was emotion and feeling involved. So I was like ready to just give up this fling. Like BB was having a fling as well whenever we met each other. So we both kept seeing our fling for a short period of time after that, but we eventually officially said we're official. You know, like there comes a point in your relationship where you have to officially declare it. So like you have to ask, are we official now, or, you know, can I keep going up to Ottawa and seeing this guy? So, we became official. We had to say it, and that was that, you know? And, but yeah, so I used to go up after work. I worked till like midnight when I was working. I would drive up after work just to go to this guy's house, and he would barely talk. I'd go there, we'd get down to business. I remember always going to the bathroom when I would get there, and I remember there's a big picture of Elvis in his bathroom, and I remember just looking at that thinking, Elvis, what the hell am I doing here? And just like, I never had any toilet paper. God, I was so like, you know, and I didn't really enjoy it that much, actually, so it was kind of like, whatever. I did, but I didn't. I think I liked more the thrill of the idea of it, you know what I mean? Remember one time the royal wedding was playing on TV, and he was like, so I'm like, so do you want to like get started? And he's like, well, can we watch a bit of the royal wedding? And we just sat there like in silence watching, like pretending to give a shit, you know? Good thing was he always gave me gas money, because it would be like, you know, at least 30 bucks. So he'd always give me like 40 bucks. Because a lot of the time he would message me and be like, do you want to come up tonight? And I'd be like, oh, you know, like it's a far drive. It's like an hour and a half. And I don't have much gas money because I didn't have a great job at that time. Well, it was pretty high paying for the time and for the area I lived in, actually. Yeah, I don't miss the dating days when you have to like worry about watching farts and being careful about farts and going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, I would have to, if I had to go to the bathroom because I have IBS, I would have to leave his house, that guy's apartment, because he had never had toilet paper, and he didn't have a fan in the bathroom, so I'm not going to go, like, you know, if I can help it. And I would go to the McDonald's, like, right across the street, and I would go to the bathroom. But that's, like, something I, like, really love about being with BB for so long, is that we don't care about that anymore. It's like, you know, I have a friend who has been with her husband for, like, 12 years, and she still doesn't fart in front of him. That's an abusive relationship. I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. She's like, he would be so disgusted. Maybe he wouldn't. You're just self-conscious about it. I don't know. Everyone does it. And it's kind of funny. Anyway, I need to get back on track. I know this. None of the fruit is ripe. People were wondering what I was going to do with the fruit. I'm going to eat it. But it's not even ripe yet. So maybe once it's ripe. So that was my little lame story time. If you want to know more about my hoe days between relationships, let me know. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going for brunch with my grandmother. And I'm going to tell her, like, this is the last brunch I'm going to be going to for a while. It's getting out of the habit of, you know, those things, like I have routines that are really enjoyable for me. So like going out to lunch with my grams, and going out for supper with Pete's on Wednesdays. And I can't get out of that all or nothing mentality. Like I can't get out of that mentality. Like people will say, well, you can go out to eat, have something healthy, but I can't. Like it's a trigger for me. Like I can't. I feel like in my mind, my warped mind, that if I have anything at the restaurant, my whole progress is derailed. I may as well go off the deep end. And here I am. You know what I mean? So it's like I just can't seem to do that. Get out of that mentality. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I know that the eating disorder clinic will help me with that. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And hey guys, oh my god, saggy boobs on the table. I thought I would do a get unready with me, because if there's anything better than putting on makeup, it's taking it off. So I have some good news. I think I was able to salvage, is that the word to use? I don't know. Save? Let's just use save. Don't play with big words unless you know what you're doing. The footage for my DIY. So I'm going to try to put that video out. I really suck at DIY, so don't expect anything from me. Okay, thanks. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is kind of lazy. Oh, the main reason I want to do this, though, is to tell you guys a story. It's a fart story. And you know how I do. You know how I do. Anytime I hear someone fart in public, I need to tell you. Well, it's not really technical. The cat just jumped out the wall. Sam. Anyway, I'm in the hall, and you can hear things in the hall. If you stand in the hall and listen, you'll hear people in their apartments, which scares me because I'm sure people have heard me freaking out, yelling at the cats. Anyway, let's get to. So first thing I do is take some kind of spritz, breath of fresh air, toner water, or this rose hibiscus coconut water, and I spray my face, and I take some 9 to 5 cleansing lotion. You don't have to wash this off, which is why I love it. So, and I'm gonna be right back. That's what I'm gonna do. Hands are cleaned off. Sort of. I'm gonna take this pad, wet it, and just do that. You can kind of see the hair powder. Anyway, so I'm in the hallway. Trying to unlock my door. And all of a sudden, I hear a loud, like, bubbly fart. Like one of those loud, bubbly ones. You know, like I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Then I hear, that's not the funniest part. The funniest part is, all I hear is, Kevin, do you want a divorce? I mean, it's not funny that they're going to get a divorce if she was serious. You know, I mean, she might not have been serious because she might not have been in my mirror. She might not have been serious or anything. I mean, I've joked whenever BB has let them rip in the bed beside me and the fan's going and it hits me right in the face. You know, I've threatened to move out as a joke. So I don't know if that's the case. But I think it's also a joke because it reminds me of the one time when I had my friend over for a sleepover. I don't know if I told you guys this. Why do I do this? Why do I give my haters and trolls ammunition? Anyway. We were, she came over for a sleepover. We were kind of like, I was younger. And I ate like a whole jar of French onion dip. It's just gonna take some coconut oil. I need to buy some shea butter. DIY time. Anyway, so cooking oil on my face. Me and French onion dip, or anything onion like that, ooh boy. Well, she was not happy when I was like farting all night, and it was really bad. Like really bad to the point where she was like, Chantal, I'm gonna go home. I'll never forget that. We still laugh about it to this day. I don't think at the time she was laughing. I think she was semi-serious. So that's what that instance reminded me of. She sounded desperate, the woman in the house. So whoever Kevin was really giving her a hard time with those gas bombs. Fresh-faced, oily-faced. I just had to tell you guys that. BB's in the shower, as you can probably hear. Brenda's standing at attention, as usual. Yeah, you know I have to share those stories with you guys. They're the TMI stories. Anyway, it's kind of immature to laugh at farts all the time, but I can't help it. Probably be 80 laughing at them. So BB and I are just going to go watch Walking Dead. We need to catch up on that. And what else are we going to do? I watched Girl Interrupted today. Have you guys seen that from the 90s with Winona Ryder and Angelina Jolie? Every time I watch it, I forget some of the parts, and it's like one of my favorite movies ever. I always remember the part where they're in the ice cream shop and Winona Ryder had, I guess, slept with a professor, and the professor's wife sees her in the ice cream shop, and she starts giving her shit. You know, I know what you did with my husband. And Winona Ryder's character is just like back in the corner, but then Angelina Jolie's character is more crazy. Was like, hey, back off, you know? So what? She gave your husband a rim job, you know? It was just like, what? Oh my god. So that part always made me laugh. So anyways, guys, that's how I get unready. Really, I don't really do much. I just, like, this stuff is like awesome. Don't judge me. I really I wanted to tell you guys that. Because I found it funny. As soon as I heard it, I was like, I gotta tell my viewers. You're probably like, you really have no content if you're telling us about farts you heard in the hallway. But anyway, yeah, BB's got a bit of a cold. Knock on wood. I don't even want to say it because I'm going to jinx it, but I have not had a cold or flu in forever. And I've been around my grandmother who last year had influenza A and was in the hospital, and I was around the flu. I was around, like, he has the cold, sister has a cold. But I think it's because I take echinacea. Like whenever flu season starts, I've been taking echinacea for a couple of years now. And it's, maybe that's been preventing me getting sick. I don't know. I also make like a ginger juice. I could show you guys in a video what I do to prevent my colds and flus. I swear by it. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know if you've enjoyed this video, but anyway, just a short video. So